Hello guys. Welcome to our channel. This is the Freeway Studios. Charlie, I can't tell you anything. I can't tell you too much. We have a very wonderful guest here. Some of you may know him, some of you too. I don't know, but he is the CEO for Pizza Plus. And for those who don't know, Pizza Plus is all over IG, Facebook, everywhere. So let's just get right into it. He's going to tell us more about his life. He can tell us basic things that we all don't know about him. And then it's going to be a fun conversation. Stay glued to your seat, and this is the Freeway Studios. Okay, guys. So as I said, today we have a very special guest. So Charlie, welcome to my
Thank you,
channel,
bro. What's up with you?
I'm in the world, bro. I'm in the world.
Thank God.
Charlie, let my viewers know you.
Okay, so my name is Jonathan Amoo. Yeah, for short. Yeah, so I think for now that's all I can say. As we proceed,
He's not. He's trying to be modest. He's trying to be modest. He's the CEO for Pizza Plus, one of the serious pizza joints here in Ghana. So,
God is the CEO, so I'm the manager.
oh, nice. You say God is the CEO, is the manager. Okay, so Mr. Jonathan, Charlie, today we just want to know a little bit about you. So, can you tell us about how you started your life, your early life, and where you grew up from?
Okay, so I grew up in the community of Bawi. Yeah, I was born there, and that is where I grew up. Yeah, so I think my mom is Dora Lamte,
Okay.
who was then a Kenke seller, and then my dad is Michael Nii Amoo. Yeah, so my dad happens to be a mason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think somewhere in the late, let me say early or mid 90s. Yeah, that was when I was born. Yeah,
Hey, mid-90s.
yeah, mid
Oh,
90s.
they are like 5 billion years old.
Okay, so let me say the late 90s. Yeah, from the last decade in the 90s. Yeah.
Yes.
So I was born somewhere around that corner.
All right. Sure.
So that's basically
So you were born in Bawi.
Bawi, to be precise.
Okay. For those who don't know Bawi is around Malam. Those who use the Kaswa stretch, when you get out at Malam Junction, you can get a car to Bawi. So that's where he was born. Anyways, are there some like challenges when you were a child? What were some of the things you like?
Challenges, a lot of challenges. Here in Africa, one major challenge that some families face is the in area of finances. Yeah, so that happened to be the case of my life. Yeah, because my mom had children before meeting my dad. Yeah, so between my mom and my dad, we are only two. That is my sister and I.
Okay.
My sister is the first, and then I am the second. Yeah, but though I have other step siblings and all that. So I think one major challenge was, as I said earlier, on the financial challenges. Yeah. So growing up, and I was 3 months old when my dad and my mom got divorced.
Yeah. So even in the hardship, they still knew divorce.
Yeah, you see, not 3 years old, just 3 months. Yeah. So
Okay.
you could just imagine growing up, it was with my mom, and then Charlie, who were a lot, Charlie.
So where did you go to school? Like, so now that your mom and your dad are divorced, like how did you survive? Like, was your mom supporting or something?
Oh, my mom was very, very supportive. Yeah, I grew up with my mom. Actually, I stayed with my mom till I was 18 years. So when I was 18, that was when I decided to relocate from my mom's place to my dad's place. I think prior to that, like I had got to know my dad because I used to come visit him at Agape and then blah blah blah. So it was 2012 when I turned 18. Then I decided to move from my mom's place because the pressure was too much, and then the parental control wasn't there because my mom was a single parent and taking care of 5 kids, and then there was only one girl, and we were all boys. So you could just imagine how it was. So you can go out on your own free will. nobody will, no freeway, please, just
It's a
freeway.
freeway on your own freeway.
So you can go out on your own freeway, and then there wouldn't be that parental care to call you that where are you, what time are you coming home, and all that. So you see, we were exposed to a whole lot of things, to friends, to bad behaviors and all that. So I think these things in some way affected me growing up as a young adult. Yeah. So the deviant behaviors and all that. So you have to learn all those things just to survive. You see that?
So by the way, are grouping the deviance. We like the gist. So remember some time ago we were having a conversation.
Yeah, I remember
you
that.
told me about how your JHS and your junior high school was. You know, I want to know some of the deviant behaviors. What happened during your school time, your junior high school time?
So you want us to dig?
Let's dig. That's why we are here. We are here for the gist.
He wants us to dig. Can we dig?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so let's start from when I was at Igbawi. So there was one popular school. So anybody in Igbawi might have attended that school. Actually, we didn't know the name of the school, but what you call that school is Let's Go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
anybody, Let's Go.
Yeah,
anybody, some crack school that.
Anybody in Igbawi actually knows that school. So the reason behind Let's Go was that, you see, by then the proprietress of that school was, I think he was a pensioner or something.
Yeah.
So she was home and then she started the school. So early morning she would just come to the neighborhood, go around from house to house, and any child that she will find along the way, hey, go and bath and let's go to school. Go and bath and let's go to school. So that became the name.
Oh, Let's go.
Anytime that we see the woman coming, hey, let's go, my neighbor. Let's go, my neighbor.
That's how the name is.
That is
Let's go, man.
So that was how we got the name Let's Go. Even till now, I don't know the name of the school.
Okay.
So that was where we all started from. I think prior to Let's Go, there was a certain school so that was called 2000. The reason behind the 2000 was that 2000 in old currencies. Because by then, now the school fees and admission and everything was 2,000 cities, which is currently 2 cities. So that was from 2000 to Let's Go. So from Let's Go, then I started Igbawi Methodist School from KG1 till somewhere JHS 1, and then I dropped off from school. Yeah. So the drop off, I had wanted to move from the Igbawi community because I felt like it's time for me to change the environment just to protect myself and secure my future. Yes, not that I couldn't have done that over there, but I believe that in relocating, I would become more, how do I put it, more relevant in some
and you thought about this in a very young age?
Yeah, I thought of that because the community has a certain standard of living for the guys within that community. You see, you wouldn't be there and refuse not to be stubborn. So
it's like the community breeds stubbornness.
That is it.
Okay, so when you dropped out, which means that you did not finish your GHS?
I didn't finish my GHS. I dropped out from there, and then I moved to my father's place. That was February 2012. February 2012. By then I was 18. Yeah. So when I moved to my father's place, that was where a different phase of my life started, because I had not lived with my dad consistently. So I was finding it difficult to get along with him. Issues here and there, blah, 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 blah. So that also affected my JHS. So I was able to manage through to JHS 3. But then when I got there, some financial handicaps, so I had to drop out of school when we were almost about writing the BEC. So the day my mates were writing the BEC, I was in the room crying because I couldn't afford to. By then it was 105 cities. 105 cities. We were supposed to pay 105 cities.
100 cities and 5 cities.
Yeah, 100 cities and 5 cities. And then there was issue between my dad and I, and then the new woman that she was staying with. Yeah, so that issue made my father decide not to take care of me. Yeah, so that was where the challenges was coming from. So at DHS, I had to be doing shoe shine, what we call shoe shine now.
Hey,
So
wait, relax, Jonathan. So, hey,
yeah, that is how tough my life
so
was.
pizza man when I've done shoe shine before.
That wasn't the only thing I did. Yeah, Charlie.
You go on, let's catch
So
up.
the issue between my dad and I led me to like find ways and means to survive in school. So I had my box. I mean like built some small box, bought polish, bought shoe brush and then some needle, then some thread.
So
So
even with your shoe shine,
yeah,
you set up the business
I,
yourself.
that was a business.
I said, oh, you started startup in
Yeah, but it was, you see, that one was a mobile business because I go to school, I close from school like 3.
Mhm.
I come home around 4, get my box, and then I'll be roaming. There were some few friends and people that saw me when I was doing
Because I
this
was about
this
to ask you
job.
how do you feel if your
Yeah.
friends from school see
So
you?
there some neighbors, like there was a man called B here, and then there was some couple of people that they knew me then. You see the thing. So there was one day I was doing this shoe shine and then I happened to bounce into some lady bit that I was crashing on way back in
Oh,
school.
Charlie.
You see that thing? So Charlie, like you had to hide yourself, leave the box somewhere, hide in some bush, let the lady pass, then you go and then pick your box before you just continue with whatever you were doing. Yeah. So that was the fate of my life when I was growing up. Yeah, but I was able to pass through
And all this was just GHS.
just JHS, just JHS. So when I got to SHS too, it was also a different side of the story because the SHS I had advanced, so the income I was getting from the shoe shine couldn't support me in SHS.
What was the advancement?
The advancement was that I moved from the shoe shine to coconut selling. So,
Oh, Charlie. Oh my God.
so
Let me update my email. So he had a tough time in JHS.
that's it. Yeah,
Yes. So he dropped out in JHS one. But for some reason he continued but could not complete JHS 3 because of 105 Ghana cedis. He didn't have money. So he set up a small business for himself at a very tender age. The business was shoe shine. For those who don't know shoe shine, it's con. Those
nah,
people that do those
I think we
shorts,
call them shoe cobblers or
shoe
something.
cobbling,
Yeah,
something like that. He upgraded when he got senior high school and he became what? A coconut seller. Let's see if he branded himself because this upgrade yeah, is crazy, Charlie. Oh, guys, so I don't know what to say, Jonathan.
yeah. So the reason I called that an upgrade was that during the era of the shoe shine or the average I could bring home was, let's say, less than 10 cities. That was the average.
10 cedis.
Yeah, less than, because
So your
by
daily
then,
sales was like 10 cedis.
yeah, because by then
How much was
that
coconut?
was 2013, 14. Yeah, when I was doing this shoe shine, that was 2013, 14. So you just mend somebody's slippers and then the person will give you 50 pesos. The person will give you 30 pesos. You polish a shoe, you take 70 pesos.
Okay,
So you could just
the
imagine.
10 cedis daily sales was on the shoe
That is it.
Okay.
That is it. So the reason why I called the coconut an upgrade was that in the coconut, when I started, and then the man who taught me was B, the man I mentioned. Yeah. So he taught me how to climb the tree. You see, he taught me how to climb the tree and then how to do the peeling.
But wait, oh, like excuse me, but at that age, like you didn't have your family didn't have a lot. So whose
Yeah.
coconut were you going to climb?
You see, the whole ideology behind the coconut business was that just assuming that this is your place and then you have a coconut tree and I'm a coconut seller. I've been going around with my wheelbarrow. So I come to your house that, oh bro, I can see some fruit on your tree, so let me pluck it and then pay you. So I pluck it from the tree fresh, and then you sell each one to me 50 pesos. So I buy it from your place at wholesale 50 pesos, and I go sell it once a day 20 pesos. That was how the business was going.
Was your business, the upgrade was still in
You see
person.
that? So that was how it was. So I could sell coconuts in a day, get like 70 CDs, 80 CDs.
Okay, then that's an
Sometimes I
upgrade.
could get 100 CDs.
That's an
So
upgrade.
that was the upgrade I was talking
This
about.
upgrade,
Yeah.
massive.
And
Wow.
then it was able to sustain me till I completed SHS. Yeah.
So
That was it.
so like, what is one of the like very pivotal moments in your life? This part of your life that when you think about it, like you still ask yourself, how did I get here?
Okay, that was the point we were about to write the WASI. Yeah, I think prior to that, you see, when we got to Form 3, they calculated our school fees for the 3 terms, and then they added the WASI registration fee to it. So everything was 1,200. So at that point, I was just thinking, if 105 cities could get me dropped out of JHS,
The
then
102 there.
so yeah, that was what I
120 cast.
what I was thinking. So I remember that period.
1,002.
Yeah, 1,200. Yeah, old currency 12 million. Yeah. So raising that money was very, very difficult. So
Hey,
I was
so
having a friend. He's called Vajay. Yeah. So by then I was in my former church, All Nations. Yeah. So the pastor there, Pastor Raymond, brought some job that we were to dig some manhole 13 feet down. So I sat down and then calculated 13 feet down. So I told him that I can do it.
only you.
I told him that I can
You
do
want to
it.
go into 30 feet.
And then and then yeah, the money for that contract was 1,200.
Pepe.
1,200. So
Then Libras in the bro. 1,002 for 13 feet.
yeah, it's not easy. Yeah. So I told him I can do it, and then I called my friend Vajay and then discussed with him, Charlie, because we were in the same class and we were all struggling to get money to pay for the WASI and then everything.
Yeah.
So during that time, we got the contract, we started, we took part of the money, but when we started, Charlie, I could see that the surface was very soft, the digging was going on, then we hit like a different surface of the earth altogether, and then this place, it was like stones and all that. So
Everybody not read
I couldn't
your inter-science book
I
before.
couldn't I couldn't complete the job, so I had to leave it because I felt sick along the way. And then but my church really stood in for me because I went to Pastor Raymond and he spoke with our bishop then, and then they supported me with half of the money, and then I also find my way through to get together.
But you were able to write
I was
it.
able to write it. And then God being so good, I passed.
So
God being so good.
looking at how you struggled during education and everything, do you think like education has played a major role right now for you?
Okay, right now I can say
Do you
yes.
think it was worth it? Going to
Yes,
sell all those things and going to school.
yes.
So
It
you would
was.
advise someone to go to school
Yeah, it's
to
very, very.
educate himself.
When is it? When the chance is there for you to go to school, like Charlie, you have to take advantage of that. The chance wasn't really there for me, but I was just finding my way like above the water just to survive through. And at the end of the day, God was able to see me through. So when the chance is there for you to go to school, Charlie, take advantage of it.
So,
After SHS, I just advised myself not to further because of the challenges and then the hardship I went through. So I just decided to do something with my life after school. Yeah.
so just let me ask you this question: how do you handle setbacks and obstacles, and what keeps you motivated during tough times? And tough times that you have seen some.
Yeah. So you see, I handle setbacks and then obstacles with one motive. You see that then there is uh, let me say, a saying that if you know where you are coming from and you know where you are going, you will know how to conduct your life and live your life. So my greatest motivation has been my family. Yeah, because I grew up in a situation that I didn't like. You see, I was forced to go to bed with empty stomach several times. Yeah, like I was forced to do certain things at tender age that if my family was really well to do, like I wouldn't really be doing those things. So my greatest source of motivation has always been my family. I saw my mom going through challenges, and then actually I really want to do something about it. Though my mom and my dad didn't get along, but it was all because of financial challenges.
Do you
Yeah,
know why
so
I asked about the education?
yeah.
Because like I've known you for some time now. And you do quite well with spoken words. You are very good at it. And so I asked myself, this guy just said you education was hard. Of course, if education is hard and you're going through it, sometimes you don't grasp everything in school.
That's true. That's
So
true.
my question is, right, um, with your passion, right, and your calling as at now, because I know you are also like a serious, obviously is a very serious reverend. If you
We
can
thank God
pray
for
and
that.
lose
We
things
thank God
right
for that.
now, so you see right now, tell me how did you come to God? What happened? How do you start speaking with and all those
I
things?
think that's a very, very vital and important question. You see, when growing up, you see, to a family where the name of God was barely mentioned. Not that they didn't know God, but they know God. You see, I think Jesus Christ explaining the parable of the sower. He says that there were some seeds that fell among thorns, and
Yeah.
then it couldn't get enough soil, so
Yes.
the thorns choked it. And then
Yes.
the explanation he gave it was the people that received the word, but the issues of life and then the cares of how to survive and everything choked the word. And
Wow.
because of that, they didn't really get enough root. So my mom, my dad knew the concept of God, but their standard of living as a then
Was
wouldn't help them to push you to God.
it's like me whole trip. Why do I
See
don't
what I
have
say?
college? How
Yeah.
do I go to
So you
church?
have to
This
go
kind of
and
stuff.
then find your own God.
Okay.
See what I say? So my elder brother along the way diverted into Islam. See what I
So
say?
he's found
So
his own path.
he thought that he had found his
Oh
own
God.
God. So everybody was forced to find his own God. So me, there was one church that I used to attend in the Bawe class or schools, one of the classrooms. So I had this passion for church and all that, even when I was growing up. So those that knew me from primary school, you see, they used to call me pastor, pastor, pastor.
Also,
The passion was there. The passion for God was there and all that. So I think the passion was there. So growing up, no, Charlie, I think that was what pushed me to leave Bawi. Yeah, I didn't know, but I felt that that was what pushed me to leave Bawi. But when I left Bawi, I joined All Nations. And then All Nations was the very first church I deliberately decided to join. And that church really shaped my life, my motive for ministry and everything.
so,
Charlie, the church has really played a vital role in my life. Yeah.
so right now, right, somebody would ask, he says he went through things. Why he was brought into this channel? Because yes, he went through things and so what. Right now, we want to know with everything you've been through, what are some of the achievements you have right now? What are some of the things you feel are better than what you had at first right now?
Okay, so with everything, I think the greatest achievement I have I've been able to acquire was the fact that along that path, through all the challenges, I was able to find my path to Christ. That was the greatest because I could look at myself now and then look at the community that I grew up in. And most of the guys that I grew up with, some of them are dead. Some of them, like, you could see the life that they are living actually. So that was the very first one. And the second one was along the way, I was able to develop some innovative ideas for business. Yeah,
Okay, because already you at
yeah,
a tender age, you are a businessman. You started
yeah.
a
So
small scale business.
I had always wanted to like live uh, a life that will be stress free. So what I say, yeah.
Yeah.
So in 2020, I had the passion to start a pizza business. That was in 2020 when I learned the baking and then everything. Yeah, but financial challenges and all that. So straightforward to 2024, that was when God made resources available and I was able to start. So my first achievement, if you ask me, was the fact that I was able to find God even amidst those challenges and difficulties. And the second achievement there was the fact that I've been able to start up something. Yeah.
All right. So the Pizza Plus is your new business that you have started.
Yes, that is
Because you have track record of being a businessman and everything. So can you tell us where we can find your business on your socials and everything? Let them know and they can order you something.
Okay, so Pizza Plus, you can find us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook at Pizza Plus underscore GH. Yeah, that is
Pizza Plus underscore GH. So
Exactly.
Pizza Plus underscore GH is his handle for all his pizza joints. If you want some nice finger licking delightful pizza, just reach out to Mr.
You've tasted
I've tasted
pizza.
it and trust me, it's better than most of, especially the popular ones. It's like crazy, so nice. So is there any advice you'd give to others on their life journey and those who seek to find a certain path in life?
The only thing I'll say is that never give up. Never give up. Make sure the challenges wouldn't mold you into something else, but take charge of the challenges and use that to motivate yourself. Never give up.
All right, Mr. Jonathan Amoo. Charlie, it's been nice having you on the show. Charlie, it's good to share your story, make people know you, Bob.
I think this is the very first official sharing. Yeah.
So we are lucky. Freeway Studios, you are lucky to have him here. Yeah. So,
Exactly.
Mr. Jonathan, anyone you want to give shout outs to or something, you want to say some hello or highs to somebody, you just look into the camera and then say it.
You see, Charlie, the people are many. You see, but shout out to God. Shout out to God. Shout out to God for being God.
Yeah.
My mom, my dad, my siblings, to my former church Apostle Eric, Pastor Raymond, to a very few friends that have been able to stand with me till now. Charlie, a big thank you to each and every one of you. Yeah.
All right. So, guys, it's been an exciting experience here at Freeway Studios, and more of this would come. Mr. Jonathan Nii Amoo, the junior businessman from JHS, to the senior businessman in senior high school, and now a business guru here in real life. I don't know what level of life this is, but yes, this is encouraging. This shows us that, as he said, we should never give up. Stay glued to your seat, Charlie. There are more contents to come. Keep it logged in, and as always, I'm your guy, Freeway.